So I was just watching one of Fred's videos, and he was leading us through these sorts of paradoxical experiences of being encompassed by a horizon, being at the center of an encompassing horizon, and the way that that sort of embodied situation, that event which surges forth from here between earth and sky, can, it seems, lead us into a discussion of the nature of divinity, or the divinity of nature, right? Those are sort of two directions to approach the same topic, I think. One way we could do this is like Fred was looking out from atop a hill across this valley in Cornwall to ruins of an old mining tower of some sort, ruin of the industrial age. For me, I'm here on top of my flat looking out at St. Ignatius Cathedral, the cathedral for the University of San Francisco. And you can see the outside there with the two spires and the dome. But of course, that imposing form is meant to draw you in, so that you can walk through the chambers of the church. See its inner life, its underbelly. Its soft, warm, safe, holy core. From the outside, right, it looks like some kind of a battlement, like of Roman generals, base. But on the inside, it's meant to be a holy, sacred place of love and charity and forgiveness, and all of these qualities we associate with Christ. I guess the outside is the ruin of a Roman Empire, and the inside is the ruin of a Christian religion. But we're looking at corpses, right? Just as Fred was looking at the corpse of an industrial age, we're looking at the corpse of a medieval age, an ancient, really, age. But still, the ancient lives with us today. We still have factories, and we're still mining rare earth minerals to create these gadgets. And civilization, Whitehead said, advances as we invent more ways of doing things without being conscious of doing it. So, in other words, we layer one institution, one technology upon the other, sort of iterating or creatively repeating the technology which came before, reassembling it, and thereby sort of creating these prosthetic limbs, these external organs of cognition and perception that start to reshape our organism and our life world. Here we are in 2013, living amongst, television towers, radio towers, churches, temples, mosques. There's the DeYoung Art Museum, and behind it is the California Academy of Sciences. We have all these institutions, these buildings erected around us in the distance. Golden Gate Bridge is over there. Behind that, the mountains, Marin County mountains. There's all of these natural forces surrounding us, and sometimes we call the human-built part of it cultural, but it's still natural. It's still part of what the earth is doing. Then there are all the trees, of course, and all of it not only forms our visual horizon, the space of phenomenality, of coming to appearance, but all of these natural forces around us, all of these elemental beings and structures and processes around us are the conditions, the noumenal conditions for the emergence of any sort of appearing phenomena, of any what we would call physical entities. So there's a sort of hidden generativity or vitality to everything around us that pushes it out of time and into space. You can't come out of time, really. It's more like time is sort of this creative, virtual plenum of infinity that is eternally pouring itself into this scene with all of its various props and characters. It's helpful to think with trees, walking in the forest, as I often do, but also to think with buildings. Every environment seems to call forth a different way of thinking. Every path has a different stream of consciousness, or elicits a different stream of consciousness. I think it's fascinating.